So good morning, it's Patsy, and I just wanted to pop on here quickly to say a big thank you to Giselle. Her YouTube name is Madwitch. If any of you are on her channel, you'll know what a lovely lady she is, and if you're not on her channel, then you should pop over. She's just Madwitch. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady. I sat and watched a video she put out last night about a grimoire that she was doing for 2019, and her excitement and her pleasure and her just her whole demeanour and everything was just so lovely to watch. That excitement and that fire and that energy that she had about the the spiritual path that she was on. And it made me think, and when I finished watching it, I kind of took a look at myself, because I used to be like that. I had this fire, I had this passion, I had this urge to learn something new all the time, charging forward with all excited, and then I kind of lost my mojo, I lost my way. And after I watched that last night, I took a look at myself and asked myself those questions, where did it all start going wrong? Where did that excitement and that passion disappear to? Why don't I do any of this anymore? Why do I continually buy new decks but then do nothing else? So it was a bit of a soul search for me after I watched that, and I shall be grateful to Giselle Madwitch for that for a long time to come. And with this soul searching last night, I realised that a lot of it started a couple of years ago when I lost my dad. Dad was such a huge part in all of his family's life. He was this big character, full of life, full of joy, Oh, he could be an old bugger at times, do you know what I mean? Stuck in his ways, rigid as anything. But he also loved his family dearly. Family was the most important thing to Dad. So I know that when I look back, that was a turning point for me in my journey, my own journey. And I kind of let those feelings that I got from losing him take over all of my life. And I know when I first lost him, it was about 6 months, I think at least 5-6 months before I even touched the cards, done any meditations or anything like that. Then I had a visitation from my dad, and I know not everybody believes in those, but I know what I saw that night. I know what happened, and I know how that made me feel. So I know that he came to me as he promised he would, and that kind of ignited that little spark back in me. But it's never really got back to how it was before I lost him. And even though I was doing things, I didn't have that excitement, that love, that inspiration to build on what I'd already sort of been studying, already knew, and already gained wisdom on. So my answer this year has been to buy tarot decks. Yes, when they first come, you get that initial excitement, that initial, oh yeah, but that soon drains away. There's nothing that to withhold, that to withstand. It doesn't withstand that feeling. And then they just go on my shelf and they sit on my shelf. I've got journals everywhere, books everywhere, cards everywhere, and I don't do nothing with them. Not really. Not in the great scheme of things. I may, I don't even regularly pull my card of the day. I don't even regularly pull my cards of the week. I don't do my year ahead. I don't do any of them things like I used to. I'm a healer. I haven't done no healing for a long time. Not on myself, not on anybody else either. I've got myself into this rut, and I know it's the depression, and I know I went through this period in the 90s when I lost my brother and my two favourite grandparents were all within a short space of each other, and I went down the same route then. But surprisingly, that is when I found my path. When I lost them, that is what gave me that passion and that thingy to surge forward with finding the real me, my spiritual side. But this time losing Dad, it's kind of done the opposite. It's put me back. It's took me to a place so far down that I didn't know how to get out of it. And my answer was buying more decks. It didn't work. Do you know what I mean? They're just material stuff. That didn't work. So after watching Giselle last night, and I'd done this soul search, and I actually did a first self-healing on myself for months. I can't remember the last time I did it. And gave myself a good talking to. And this morning I've woke up with a bit more, I'm not saying I'm full of enthusiasm and all that lot, because that's not, you know, but I woke up this morning feeling a bit more positive, and I'm going to start doing what Giselle's done. I'm not going to be as artistic as Giselle, because I'm not particularly artistic, but I can get myself a binder, I can cover that in images, I can buy myself the inserts and cover all those. I've got so many notebooks and diaries and all stuff on my healing, stuff on my chakra work, tree work, mediumship, all sorts. You know, when I used to do my readings, how I was when I lost my dad, etc., etc. So I've got them all over. So I can start taking all the important information away from that and start building my own grimoire, if you like. And there's so much that I'm interested in doing that I need to start doing. I want to do more work on goddesses and the Celtic mythology and what have you. So I need to get started. And it's watching that video last night that really gave me the kick up the backside that I need to get myself started. So that is my plan for 2019, to take a leaf out of Giselle's book and to get myself motivated, to get myself back on track. So this morning I pulled myself some cards from my lovely Stretch Tarot, and that's one tarot I'm so pleased I bought this year. And first card I asked what it was in the past that kind of took me away from where I was, and I got the Five of Cups. So that kind of reinstated what I already knew, that loss that I had started the downward spiral. So I then asked where I am now, and I got the Three of Swords. Again, totally spot on, exactly where I am. But I need to let go of that. It's, you know, Dad wouldn't want us to be carrying this around with us. So this is something I have to let go of. So I asked what I could do to get myself back on my path, and I got the Ace of Pentacles. I need to get grounded. I need to start over. I need to find that passion and build on it. And then I asked, if I did this, where would that path take me? And I received the Hermit. So that kind of reinforced everything that I'd already kind of worked out for myself. But I wanted to do this to give Giselle the big thumbs up and a big huge thank you and much love to you, lady, for helping me. Because if I didn't watch that last night, I probably wouldn't be feeling how I do today, and a bit more positive about my way forward. So this is just my way of saying thank you. And thank you for watching. Bye.